like that music better? All right, all right. Get ready, get ready, get ready. It's Let's Talk Business with Cheryl J. Cusseau. Welcome to the fourth hour of our show, where we normally are talking about fashion, food, finance, fun stuff. We have two great, and don't forget funding. We have two great guests joining us here today, and we are going to try to put all of those other adjectives in the show today. Super excited. They are friends and cohorts of Let's Talk Business. You've seen them before, so I do not have to read their entire bios, but I will hit on some pivotal points that's relevant to why we're having the show today. A super shout out to both of our guests, to our subscribers, our Facebook Live. If you're there, the show is live on InTouch News. It's also live on Let's Talk Business page, on my personal page. So please take a moment, if you're tuning in, to like and share. This is information that's going to be shared today that we truly want you to help us push it out to other business owners and as well members of our community. And that's going to be so important. Special thanks to the engineers holding the fort down in InTouch News Studio. And again, thank you for taking your lunch break with us. In case you didn't know, what's about to come up is National Small Business Week through the SBA, the Small Business Administration. And you're going to hear from one of our resources right here in Hillsborough County, and she will elaborate on that a little further. This month, we've been talking about minority health all month long. You guys just came off of your Easter break holiday weekend. And hopefully you had the healthy mindset as you are going through. That being said, let me go ahead and welcome both Carol Miner and as well Regina Johnson. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you. Very happy to be here.
Awesome.
Thank you and hello.
And I love the backdrops. You guys have so much in common, and you're going to be sharing super important information to us. But look at the colors. Just check out the backdrops. You've got the SBDC, and you're going to learn about their programs and funding sources. And then on the other end, you've got Queen Visions. Usually her little logo is somewhere up in there, but if she slides over a little bit, you'll see the Sankofa Festival. So in order for both of you ladies to come together, it takes funding. Regina, we're going to hear about you. You just moved into your new location. Super, super excited. And I had the chance to visit it. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, just to tell you a little bit about who we have here with us today. If you're a guest of our show, you already know Carol A. Miner. The A is special because I'm Cheryl A. And we got Carol A. But she's a manager of entrepreneur services with Hillsborough County's Economic Development. And say that real fast. And the center director for the Florida SBDC at Hillsborough County. And she comes to us very, very qualified, certified to bring to us the information that we need today. And it's about cash flow, financing, access to capital, why you need the capital, and how to become a player in the game with the decision makers when it comes to funding your business. Specifically, we're going to be talking about an event that she is going to invite all of you to come and attend so that you can do just that, how to get access to this type of funding, which happens to be a part of our hot topics. She comes to us with, my goodness, it's just hard to say this, almost 30 years in the financial services industry, 20 years working with small businesses. Make a footnote next to that, Miss Regina Johnson, adjunct professor with Hillsborough Community College and has taught entrepreneurship at St. Leo University of Florida and several other colleges in Pennsylvania. But she's ours. So she's coming to us with her master's degree and all of her certifications to tell us how to get access to capital. So that being said, we're going to turn the microphone over to you, Carol A. Minor. Tell us what your needs are and how we, using our platform, will be able to support what you have coming up in support of Small Business Week with SBA.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I always love coming on your show. I just love being in your presence. You just have such a positive aura, and we need that today.
We do.
As was introduced, I am with the Small Business Development Center, and each year we try to do something along with the SBA in celebration of Small Business Week. And so this year we decided to do access to capital. And we kind of narrowed it down a little bit, and I'll tell you why that happened. But we narrowed it down to contractors and construction field. The reason why that happened is because the county is in a movement now to get more minority businesses certified. And not only to get them certified, but to also help them get the financing that they need to perform the contracts. So there's a link. And getting certified is just one leg of the race. If you don't have the finances to perform the job, then you're just a certified business. And so we thought it would be great to bring the financiers, the bankers, those who have an interest in doing this kind of lending to our small businesses in those fields, to bring them together. Now, the question other people are going to say is, well, I don't do that type of work. What about me and my shop?
You mean I'm not in construction? How can you help?
Yes. How Miss Queen Regina Johnson says, I'm not in those fields. How do I come? I said, well, this is the secret about that. Wherever business is going on, don't be afraid to be in the room. So you should make yourself available to come and get that information. Not only will we have a panel of bankers to talk about how to go about the process, they will also have tables where you can go to the table and talk to someone individually. What are we talking about? We're talking about an event on Thursday, May 5th, 2022.
So that's a week from next week.
That's a week, yes.
So they still have time to register to be a participant.
Absolutely have time to register. And it's going to be at the Hyatt Hotel in Ybor City. And
say that hotel again, just so that we make sure that our radio listeners.
Hyatt. Yeah, so they won't be going on to the Hyatt.
Exactly.
Not the Hyatt. It's the Hyatt. It's Haya, Hyatt Boutique Hotel in Ybor City. It starts with breakfast at 8:30. It will have a continental breakfast. You know, continental today is a little broader than it used to be. Yeah. So we'll have continental breakfast from 8:30, continental breakfast and networking from 8:30 to 9. And then we'll start to have our panels. We will have two panels. One, traditional financing, banks and credit unions that make loans. And the second panel is non-traditional funders, because everybody doesn't fit into one area. And so we want to make sure that we have availability for people who may not make the banking arena. We have non-traditional lending sources as well. And
that's good to hear, traditional and non-traditional. When I started looking at the flyer and just before the show, we were mentioning some of the names, and I know you're going to go through all of them. As I'm listening to you and you're talking about construction and contractors, and you look at the environment today, Hillsborough County, look at what's happening across the world today in the construction arena. Even if I'm just driving around, Carol, whether I'm in someone's neighborhood or going to I'm in East Tampa, I'm going to work or I'm going to church. God bless you. I am seeing so much construction going on. I'm seeing houses where lots were vacant for years, beautiful homes being erected. And I thought, what a perfect time for our minority businesses to be able to be a part of that and get a piece of this pie and be able to work and collaborate. I've heard about the city and some of the projects that they're doing with some of our small business contractors and the contracts that are being won, bids that are being won. And here we have you putting on a seminar helping to bring these individuals to a state of readiness so that they can come to the table with the necessary certification and be taken serious when they're speaking with the bankers. I remember reading that for this week, SBA said it's about building a better America through entrepreneurship. And so you're saying we're building, this is a season for building. Right now, I'm sure you know of some of the programs with affordable housing. It's all about construction, getting these homes and houses and businesses up so that, as we talked about on last week, with your mental health, we can get people properly situated. So when you're dealing with construction and talking about construction, you're saying to us, I'm putting this platform on. You and your partners are putting it on, but you're the face that we're talking to today.
Yeah.
And you need us to be in the room.
Yeah, so we want to make sure that we, not if it's not relevant to you, that you pass it on to someone who it may be relevant to. We know that our people perish for lack of knowledge. And so what we want to make sure is that we include, we spread the word.
Yes.
We want to spread the positive word. The negative word spreads itself, right? So we want to make sure that we spread the positive words that will help enrich our lives. Many of businesses out there, painters or, floor people or window people, or, there's more of them than I can name, who are looking for opportunities to grow their businesses. Even clean outs, when they finish doing these construction places, they have to be cleaned out before somebody can go in there. So it's all kinds of work available, but the opportunities are only there for those who are ready. And so if you're not ready, that's an issue.
If you're not ready, you've said where it is. You've given us the date. You were breaking down the time, and it's not an all day event. Is that right? It's from 8:30 to noon, correct?
Till noon. That's correct. That's correct.
But this half day interactive half day conference, what's the best part of it?
The best part is your ability to be able to meet those funders. Because you want to be in the room. What do you say? What are you thinking?
All that is good information. What speaks to me and to our small business owners.
Yes.
The best part is no cost.
No cost. You're right. You're right. I usually lead off with that because none of the services that we provide at the Small Business Development Center in Hillsborough County cost you anything. And
exactly.
It's not just a talking head. We roll up our sleeves and work with you to do what you need to do. And so these are efforts by the county to make sure that its entrepreneurial ecosystem is thriving.
Yes.
And so that means we help people with whatever they need, and we do it all at no cost.
So at no cost, how will our radio listening audience and those persons who they are going to share this video with of this show, how do they get in touch with you?
So I'm going to give you a number to call because the website would be a little bit more difficult. So
remember, Carol, we will be able to post the website in our thank you post, so we can have that information there. You send it in the chat or send it to us, and we will put it with our thank you post. But for right now, the number is very important.
Right. So that's 813-204-9267. Again, 813-204-9267.
For more information. So let's talk about, and this is what's important, it's funding. And part of our 4th hour show is finance and funding. So we're going to get right into it. Who are some of the lenders and or agencies that will be there that the attendees can actually have a conversation with?
So you're going to have Valley Bank. They have a presence in Ybor City, but they are, throughout Florida, I would say. And so
Okay.
they're a good reference for this because they are looking forward to doing business, particularly with minority contractors.
Okay.
They want to help grow those businesses. So I'm excited about that. We will also have Suncoast Credit Union, who also provides small business loans, as well as GTE Financial, who would like to be able to spread their wings in this market as well. And I think I've reached them all. Oh, and then our non-traditional would also be Suncoast Credit Union. Suncoast Credit Union will be there because they have a microloan program.
Oh, is that our friend Jeline Javier?
Jeline, yes, Jeline. Well, so they have a microloan program. And then the other source is a program called mobilization funding. And mobilization funding focuses on businesses in the contractor and construction field as well, but they're not a bank. They're a funder. So you want to come out and learn about these organizations that the other one was the Lake Michigan Credit Union. They are actually, they purchased Pilot Bank. And so you still see Pilot Bank in the market right now, but I'm sure over time that name will go away and Lake Michigan Credit Union will surface. So we have great, good partners, people we at the SBDC like to work with because we work with those banking entities that, I can't believe one of my largest partners is TD Bank. They've always been a great partner for us. So we work with those banks who really want to help us, we really want to work with small businesses. And that's not to say some of the ones that I haven't named, we can't have every bank on this panel. So we can't invite everyone here. But we know that these folks are our partners and are pretty close partners. And so that's why they're on the panel.
Listen, you've got 7 major hitters. And just to recap, one of your key sponsors, Valley Bank, TD Bank.
Partner, actually not sponsor, but partner.
Partners, Valley Bank, TD Bank. We've already talked about Small Business Administration, SBA, Michigan Bank, formerly we would know it as Pilot Bank, Suncoast Credit Union, and they are one of our supporters as well. But as a matter of fact, you and Jeline was on the show last year when we were talking about, I think it was Black Wall Street and bringing small businesses together. Then you have GTE Financial, a new one to me, Mobilization Funding LLC.
Yes.
Now I'm going to pivot because she's here and she's on the platform with us, and we have a lot to talk about. Queen Regina Johnson.
Yes.
We're going to talk in detail about your event coming up. But having listened to Carol talk about 7 major players, what would that do? And you work with 40, 50, maybe even 60 vendors all the time. How would this
I'm writing all of this down and I can't write it down fast enough.
Well, listen, you don't have to write the vendors down. The flyer is actually on screen and it will be in our thank you post. So all 7 of them. So and just so that you know, as we begin to pivot away from the funders, we're going to talk to Carol about what's to be expected. And there are about 7 key points that she'll get to elaborate on. But to you, the businesses that you work with on a daily basis, man, how impactful would this be to your colleagues?
This is amazing. And I definitely want to bring it up to the vendors before they set up on Saturday, because I think that this is something that they don't know about. I didn't know about it. And I'm just overwhelmed with how they can benefit from this and their business can grow, because that's what it's all about. You know, they need to know where the resources are to help them. And this is a good platform with all of these, great banks to start off with. Yeah, I'm excited.
Let's ask Carol. And Carol, you didn't know this was coming, but Regina, there are hundreds of people that come of all walks of life and business owners that will be at Rebirth's Event Park on this Saturday. Is there any information that we can share with them? It may be too late for you to come and get a table, but how can two of you partner together when so many people are going to converge into the Sankofa Cultural Festival this Saturday? Carol?
So this Saturday is a difficult one because it's the NAACP's grand opening.
It is.
Or they're reopening, if you will, open house.
It's a grand opening. It's the Black Business Bus Tour. It's Sankofa Cultural Festival and some other things.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So our presence is already committed to that other event. So we
no, that's okay, but I'm saying, will there be literature or something that we can share with or
Oh, absolutely. I can make sure I get some flyers to you. That'd be
That's all we're talking about. Plug it in. Perhaps if they're not swag bags, she can, her registration table, she can make it available. We just want to continue to help you push the word out about the event.
Very good. Very good. I'll do that.
Yes.
Awesome. And they'll be there all day.
I appreciate they'll be that. There. Thank you so much.
They'll be there all day. And so now let's talk about, thank you so much, Regina. Now we're going to pivot to Carol. What can the attendees expect from your Construction and Contractor Small Business Loan Conference, free conference for half a day?
So what they can expect is to get a lot of information. And so the one thing I'm going to start off with saying is that be prepared. Okay. And so you want to come prepared to take notes and to ask questions. Oftentimes, businesses or people, we don't always know what to ask. And so we'll start off our panel with a series of questions. But then as questions are being answered, it should spark questions for you. Don't be intimidated not to ask your question. Get the information you need, because that'll help someone else who may be intimidated to ask the question and spark a different conversation. I would be present there. Don't be distracted with your phone. Don't be distracted doing other things. Make sure that you're listening to what's going on. Make contact. You've heard before that you should always have a banking relationship. Well, the people that you walk into the branch and talk to are not the people who are making those loans. The people in this panel are. Make contact. So you have names of people that you can call when you have the question directly related to lending. You want to talk about bank accounts? Go to the branch. You want to talk about loans? These are the people in the room on the panels who you want to know. So make contact and get ready. So clear your head. Make sure that when you go there, I'm going for a purpose. Every time I go to a networking event, I make sure that I accomplish at least one thing that's worth my while for me going there. Don't just go into the room. So maybe you have to meet one banker and get their card. If you don't do anything, do that, you've accomplished what you went to do that day. If you have a question that you need to have answered, ask that question. You've accomplished it for that day. So you might even want to meet another business owner, because sometimes these contracts may need two of you to do the work and not just one. So you may make that kind of contact. You have to make use of this time. And all I'm saying is not difficult to do if you're present in the room and you come with a purpose.
Come with the person, present, and be there with a purpose. As I'm listening to you, I'm reminded of a longtime friend of mine, Michelle Maynard, friend of yours as well. Michelle Maynard, and congratulations, Michelle Maynard. She retired from Wells Fargo after so many years, like you. And that being said, this is what Michelle would always say at our Midweek conferences. And she would come up to the microphone and say, go to that person. And like you said, Carol, pick one funder, one person there that you want to meet. And Michelle would always say, go up to that person, shake their hand, and say your name. Hi, I'm Cheryl Clouseau. I'm the publisher of DSI Black Pages. What can your company do for me? And get the conversation started. And they may not even know that much about your company, but can at least point you to the right individuals. And like you said, the people that's going to be there are the people we need to help us get through the door so that a decision can be made. Expectations, be able to come there, take notes. We heard Regina say early on, she was already taking notes. So learn about these new lending products and new lenders, traditional and non-traditional.
That's correct.
Find out what it is you need and tell somebody. So I like that. You want to be the point person? Well, then be prepared and make sure that you come there within a half a day. You can't meet everyone, but try to get it done. Fulfill your purpose, because this is an investment. So the return will be back on you that you did not have an out-of-pocket expense to incur. Thursday, May 5th at Hotel Haya, and that's Haya. Matter of fact, the address is 1412 East 7th Avenue, Tampa, Florida, 33605. So you're in the Ybor City. No cost. It's going to be interactive. If you're wanting to meet individuals, it starts at 8:30. So for those first 30 minutes, make sure you maximize your presence in the room. Don't roll up in there at 9. You've already missed it. Enjoy your continental breakfast. Sit with someone that you don't know and begin the dialogue of how that particular person can be a benefit to your company. And if not you, share the information with someone else that it can benefit. A lot is going on this Saturday, but Regina will talk with Carol to find out how we can get some information that you will be able to share with your attendees. I will hit through NAACP, congrats, and then we'll come back to Sankofa because it's always a fun feel, from the garment industry to the food trucks that will be there to the other small businesses, and they have all kinds of products from makeup to jewelry, from insurance agents to mortgage lenders. They're all there. They're all there. And we'll hear more about that in detail. But Carol, with the time that we know we have you, what more would you like to say about your little mini conference?
The only other thing that I thought of as you were talking is you might even bring a buddy, bring another business owner with you, because two people don't hear the same thing the same way. And so you're both taking notes. And then you afterwards, now you have someone that you can converse with about that event and have somebody hold you accountable to how you're going to use that information and follow up with the banker that you've met.
And this is what I'll add to that. So while you're down there in the board, doing your thing, having lunch, if you bring a buddy or if you bring a group of individuals, listen, you got to go register first. After all of that information, y'all go have lunch and support a Black business restaurant. Okay? All right. That's all I got to say. Well, I want to take this opportunity to say, Carol, thank you so much for coming back. You always bring information to us, which is part of what you do. But even if it wasn't your job, you would still be trying to help us, because we attend so many events together that sometimes are just outside of the call of duty, but it helps us to do what it is that we need to do. So there you have it. The information will be there. We'll add it to our thank you post. If you'd like to stay on and hear more about Queen Visions with our Queen Regina, you will. She's hopefully going to do a panoramic view so that we can see the new home. It's absolutely beautiful. But let me take this opportunity to say thank you. We're going to take our commercial break. So please pop off your videos and your audio, and we'll see you back in 2 minutes. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you so much for having me. Bye.
Back in a minute.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Cancer affects everyone, but minority populations are often hit hardest. Moffitt Cancer Center is working to address the barriers that keep some groups from getting the care they need. African Americans develop cancer at a younger age, have more aggressive cancers, and experience worse outcomes than the general population.
While cancer treatment is evolving with precision medicine, who is being left behind? We know for many decades that some groups experience a greater burden of cancer than others. We can prevent it, we can detect it early. It's very beatable when we find it early. I've worked with cancer patients during their treatment. All cancer patients have courage.
So my treatment was about 18 months. I had 3 cancers and 7 surgeries. But my son told me, like, Mom, you're the strongest person that I know. Moffitt saved my life.
During COVID-19, Moffitt is a safe place for your cancer care. Call now to schedule an appointment.
Strong, beautiful women take charge of their lives, and it starts with learning the facts. Did you know that most women diagnosed with breast cancer have no known risk factors or family history? And it's more deadly for Black women than any other race or ethnic group. But it doesn't have to be. If you're over 40, regardless of your race or ethnicity, you need to get a mammogram every year. Early detection saves lives. Talk with your doctor about the best screening plan for a strong, beautiful you.
I need to leave. I'm trying to go on YouTube though, okay?
Okay, mute.
All right.
Champions don't quit, but there's one kind of quitter I admire: former smokers. If you're over 55 and still smoking, or even if you quit years ago, talk with your doctor about lung cancer screening, even if you have no symptoms. It's quick and painless. Lung cancer is the nation's most deadly cancer, but screening can better the odds.
We are back.
Ask your doctor if it's
Welcome
right
back to
for
Let's
you.
Talk Business with Cheryl J.
Together, we can be champions over cancer.
Hour of the show. Our motto today: catch the theme that will be all up in your business, fashion, funding, business. I can still hear a little bit of the music in the background, so we'll hang on for just a second. But Regina, you look like you're ready to go.
I'm ready. I don't hear the music.
Okay, and we are back. Thank you so much. Thank you to Carol A. Minor for sharing information with us about the Small Business Conference for Contractors and Construction. And as she stated, even if that is not your field, be sure to be a guest, be an attendee, and find out what it's all about. And if it's not for you, perhaps you can share that information with someone else. So let's make sure we connect with her, Queen Regina, so that we will have information that can be shared to your guests on Saturday. So to our radio listening audience, she is not new to the show. As a matter of fact, you are looking at one of our future co-hosts. So she'll be here for the 4th hour of the show, sharing with us information about fashion with our co-host Kylia. You don't see Kylia's face today because Kylia will be attending a graduation. So we will be shouting out all of those graduations at our 4th hour May show. But let me tell you just a little bit about my guest today, soon to be co-host, Miss Regina Johnson. And both of you guys came here with 30 years of experience in your respective fields. What a blessing. And to be able to just look so incredibly young too. But you've taken that information, being with a major communications company and figuring out what it is that you can do. And long before that, you decided that you wanted to create a business where you can support other small businesses, where they can bring their products and or services and be able to market them to the community, to the culture. So you're here, your outfits that you have shared with us in your store have come to us from all over the world. And I'm sure that's something that you're going to share with us. But boy, you have become the guru for pop-up markets. And it's not something that you do once a year. And I was trying to see, it's almost like you do them once a quarter. And so this is the person that has come to us for the last year and a half, sharing with us the importance of pop-up markets, the importance of supporting small businesses. And it's a vision and a goal and a dream of hers that's come to fruition. And for that, we say thank you. Each time she comes to us, she comes in her looking like a regal queen. And I love the fact that you treat all of us that come to your establishment as kings and queens.
Yes.
And so I'm so happy to say that you're able to not just supply and fit your African guards, other traditional guards, other products and services. I'm using the soaps. How does my skin look? And the soap, I must say, the soap has an interesting name, but we'll get to that in a moment. But back to just who you are. You're the queen of pop-up. You're the queen of bringing the culture together. This time, you're coming to talk to us about the Sankofa Cultural Market. Now, I was at your last event. So many people. I made a point to visit every single vendor that was there. And then I sat down at my booth.
Yes.
The food was enjoyable. You have such unique vendors that come to you. And I want to say to our radio listening audience, Regina had us sampling a pie that looked like a sweet potato pie, but it wasn't. And by the time I went to order my pie, the pies were all gone. So I only got to sample the pie. But listen, Queen Regina, welcome back to the show.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, it's a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you so much.
The pleasure is ours. So what's on the agenda today? The who, the what, the when, the where, the why of the Sankofa Cultural Festival?
Thank you, thank you. Well, I tell you, your show really, really keeps us in touch with what's going on. When you say, let's talk business, we got the business. You bring us the business. And I'm so thankful to be on the platform and to be a part of it. So we have Sankofa, the Sankofa Cultural Market that'll be this Saturday. And I have the poster behind me. Actually, Cheryl, last year I did 7 to 9 events last year. We did an event. Yeah, that was a lot. It was a lot. We did an event every month from, I want to say July until November. And I did an event in May. So it was a lot. But it's for our people.
It is.
Our people. The time, I tell everybody, I'm so excited. I thought I was going to retire, enjoy retirement, start my business. And I didn't know that the Lord was waking our culture up one by one, and we were joining hands, and this is where we are. And I couldn't retire. I couldn't quit.
Isn't that the meaning of Sankofa?
It's the meaning, going back and get it. And I had no idea on this journey that I will be here, but I'm not alone. I'm with so many businesses that are growing at the same time. I'm overwhelmed. I'm excited. Each event is more and more, and it's different, but it's bringing so much to our community. It's healing households. It's helping to with the income, with our kids, with housing, everything being over the top, but we're recreating ourselves and we're finding the best part of us and we're turning our best part into businesses, and that's what excites me about where we're moving as a culture. And I'm just excited to be a part of it. It's just a journey that has been overwhelming. So if I had to have one every month last year, I was on it. It was for our people. I was excited, burnt out, but it really, really did a lot for the community.
Well, your burnt out has also been instrumental to so many business owners. I met so many people who owned businesses that I did not know. And some, for the first time, was actually seeing the Black pages. So I get to say to you, thank you. Thank you to the Rebirth family, because having my books in your church, in the foyer, at your store, at your events. We gave out several hundred copies, and that was just 2 months ago at your event. But here's a beautiful part about it. When the office phone begins to ring and people say, "Oh, I was that lady. I saw you. You were at the festival. I got your book. How do I get in this publication? How do I become a part of DSI Black Pages?" And it not only happens with attendees at the festival, and let me take this time to also publicly say thank you and to the Rebirth family and to Reverend Dr. Zachary Hudson, who invited me to come and be there. I was going to say Women's Day speaker, but it wasn't Women's Day. It was for Women's History Month. And having been on that platform and delivering the message that God gave to me, Tabitha, get up. Well, so many of those females came to me afterwards as we were sitting down and sharing, just like we said, when you attend Carol's event, go to lunch with someone and have that conversation. Other vendors from your support group and as well those that came who received awards or special recognition also are coming into the Black Pages. And this is what happens when you collaborate together. You're on Let's Talk Business with Cheryl J. Cuso, but these are individuals. And that's why as a business owner, you've got to get out. You must network.
You must network.
You want to improve your net worth, you must network.
You have to make time for networking. Networking, even if you're not a vendor at the event, come and network with the business owners. If you're thinking about opening a business, come and network. You want to come out to these events because these people are starting out. They have, a lot of them have been in the race for a while, so they can tell you things that you didn't know. And not only that, you can meet interesting people and find out information like we just found out with the banking and, and the event that's going on May 5th. That's something very powerful that if you're starting a business or if you're already in business, that you definitely want to meet those dates and save those dates. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's really going to grow the business. Networking is a plus.
Absolutely. Now, listen, because you are in your new location, again, congratulations to be able to be the first business owner at the Rebirth Entrepreneur Campus. Are we going to get a little panoramic view of the new location? Because it is absolutely beautiful.
Yes, I'm going to give you, but I'm packing up things for Saturday.
Oh, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. No, because you got an event coming up on Saturday. But you can tell us about the beautiful print. I'm looking at the art on the wall. And is that fabric behind you?
This is Kuba cloth. Kuba cloth. And Kuba cloth is a very, very arty piece of fabric that's all handmade. Each piece is handmade. You can cover furniture with this. You can use it as wall art. You have pillows, very upscale piece of fabric that's all handmade and hand designed. So you don't get two that are the same, but they normally come in this earth tone color. And I like to hang them down. I do sell these in the store. And
how big is it, Regina? How big is it?
It's this one is about 12 feet. It's going across. Yeah,
that's a whole roll.
Yeah, this one is about 12 feet. Yeah, and they come really long. Most times people cut them down and make wall art, like I said, or pillows or cover.
Great way to accent your major pieces. So you're packing up for the Sankofa Festival tomorrow. Tell us a little bit about who are some of the vendors.
Well, yes, I am packing up, but the advantage is I don't have to move that far. It's just right out the door. And that's the advantage. I don't have to pack up like, I used to have to when I was on Bush. But we have, I have this girl, Triple C Boutique, Wenda Cooper. And Wenda was one of my first vendors when I started doing the Sankofa event a few years ago. This girl is amazing. And she sells purses and travel bags. You probably saw her at the event, travel bags, and it's Triple C Boutique. And she is amazing. Greta Supreme Juices, her juices is never far. I have one here. all natural juices, and Greta too is one of the vendors with the all natural juices. She'll be there. We'll have so many Superior Waste Beads. We'll have other African vendors that will be there. Kenneth Ba, he's amazing. He has jewelry. Mama Muso, she's from Bradenton, and she carries a lot of African pieces, the purses, exotic pieces, very nice neck pieces and things. I don't have it all, but when you bring us together, oh my God, you know how it is at these markets. Yes, the seafood. We'll have seafood. We'll have soul food. We'll have the kids, our Rebirth youth ministry. They'll actually be selling the snacks and chips, and I think they'll have candy apple and hot dogs and little snack things that they'll be selling as well. So it's amazing. Bling It Baby, Andrea, she makes the t-shirts, but she blings everything out. Simply amazing what she does. Also, we have the vendor Yoli. Yoli will be here. She's one of the she has a store here in our business locations. Yes. Yes. So Yoli the brand, she'll be making t-shirts on site. So if it's something that's not made, she makes her t-shirts on site. So you'll be able to get your t-shirts on site. We'll have bean pies, and that was a bean pie that you had.
Bean pie.
That was a bean pie that you had, and it tastes just like a sweet potato pie. It tastes like a sweet potato. But we're very excited. Reno, this guy, Caribbean, he makes this hot sauce. Okay. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you tried the hot sauce, but he sold out. He sold out. He makes all this Caribbean hot sauce, a mango habanero. He makes a guava and mango. Oh, just so many different hot sauce. And he sold out. And I heard about the hot sauce, and I called him, and he had to ship me some. And he said since the event, he had been shipping out a lot. So
that's what it's all about.
I'm just excited. Now, this girl, Muffy, Pure Goodness, she's coming from Vero Beach, and she makes hand cream and products. If you have gout, eczema and things like that, I'm really excited when she comes. All of the vendors, I'm excited about them. But I know that her product, it really, really heals, and it's Pure Goodness. And she'll be at this event. She missed the last event, but she will be in Tampa for this event. But it's just a smorgasbord of Black-owned businesses, and come out and support. It's a free event. Come out.
It is free, but bring your money so that you can support the vendors. But I wonder also, are there space for vendors, or are you full?
I do have about 5 spaces left. I do have about five, and I will go maybe 8. But I do have about 5 spaces left. And I also need a paparazzi. My paparazzi lady that's normally there, Miss Carolyn, that comes to Tampa, she just announced to me that she won't be able to make it. And I know I have a lot of paparazzi. So
yeah, here's your opportunity, because normally there's just one there.
Just one. So
the first one to reach out, give them the number to call. If you're paparazzi, what's the quickest way for them to secure a space for Saturday?
Oh, yes, definitely. You definitely want to call 813-373-1715. If I don't answer, just text me your name, your business name, your email address, and the products that you sell. I'll send you over a vendor's registration, get you registered, and see you on Saturday.
See you on Saturday. So
yes,
you're telling us you've got 5 spaces available for sure. So
for
here's
sure.
Your perfect opportunity to be a part of this event. And if not, please it's a family event too. So bring your family out. Now, you didn't talk about food vendors, because you had some great, you did talk about the bean pie, but you had some great food vendors last time as well.
Yes. So we'll have Duell, and he'll have our Jamaican food. We'll have Duell, and he'll have our Jamaican food. And then we'll have Kendra, Island Spice. She's back with the conch fritters and all of the Bahamian food. So she'll have our Bahamian food, Island Spice. And then we'll have Over the Top with our soul food. We'll have Jacoby Seafood and barbecue. He'll have the seafood and barbecue. And then we'll also have John Lewis. Jacoby will have, I don't think he's going to have the barbecue, but he'll have those, he makes that, the seafood pie. He sold out the last time.
I had that the last time I was there. I did get to enjoy that. It was delicious.
Amazing. Yes, it's delicious. And then we'll also have John, and he'll be seafood as well, and chicken wings, and Kamisha, she'll be out with the soul food, the chicken wings, the hamburgers, hot dogs, the collard greens, macaroni and cheese, and she has, so we'll have a lot of food that'll be out. And like I said, our Rebirth Children's Ministry, they'll be out with frozen cups. Remember the
I think that's fantastic. Tell them they gotta have pineapple. Remember those frozen cups? You will push that bad boy up, invert it, so that you can get the good stuff.
Yes, at the bottom. Yes, we're gonna have the good frozen cups, and they'll have snacks and so I'm very excited. We won't have Naya's lemonade, but
well, speaking of Naya's lemonade, congratulations to Naya. She is a 8th grade, and they will be clapping out of 8th grade, and so she won't be able to support us. And also, that's my granddaughter, and then her brother will be graduating from Florida State University. President's honors. And, there he is. We are so proud of him. And that's why you're not going to have Naya's lemonade, because when we did Small Business Saturday, Makai came down he was already here for the holidays. And so he got to participate in your Sankofa Small Business Saturday event with his sister Naya, with Naya's lemonade. But you can always find Naya's lemonade. Let me rephrase that. You can't always find it. It's usually sold out as soon as it hits the store. Nyla is in 2 stores and 2 hotels. So you have to follow her on Instagram. So when she restocks her inventory, you just have to go get it, because it will not be there last. I sent one person there, and the guy said, well, he was buying the whole case. And I said, oh my goodness. And so that's what it's all about. So that's why Naya will not be there with Naya's lemonade. So congratulations to Naya on your grandmother and grandpa are just so excited about you. And then to our grandson, Makai Kuso Williams, who will be graduating from Florida State. In less than 48 hours.
Oh my. So that is amazing.
The family, his mother, and just an incredible family. Lisa, she's done a great job. And just he's a great young man. He's great things are going to happen. He's already been accepted into the master's program at Florida State as well. So that's why you're not going to see Naya's lemonade this weekend.
But I tell you, if you've never tried it, you definitely want to try her lemonade, because I bought 1 cup and I saw it was moving quickly. So I bought 2 cups just to put on the side. So I had 3 cups of lemonade at one time.
Well, you know what I have to do when she goes out to events like your event? They have to make a special gallon for me so that I can take it home to my husband and we can just kind of let it stretch out from there. But listen, just to kind of recap what's going on, we definitely want to make sure, and if Regina gets to come back, that's great. But if not, it's the Sankofa Cultural Spring Festival. You heard her talk about all of the vendors that will be there, from the jewelry vendors to the health. And I wanted to talk about this one soap that I got from her shop. And I think it's called Dudu, D-U-D-U. But that is some really, really good soap. It's very good on your skin. And I also got another piece. It was like a mango soap. I haven't tried that one because I didn't want to blend the 2 soaps together. But I have
no idea what happened.
That's okay. I was just saying to our guests about the soap that I got from your shop. And it's amazing. I think it's D-U-D-U, because I've gotten rid of the box because...
Yes, it's the Dudu Osong.
Okay, Dudu Osong. And
yes.
Actually, my daughter-in-law, Mimi, out of LA, she introduced that soap to me when we were there for their wedding, so 4 years ago. and I'm not sure what happened to it, but I've been using yours, the bar I got from you, every single day, and I can definitely feel the difference in my skin. I only use it on my face, but I feel in my hands. It's amazing. So thank you for that, because there's so much that people can see in your shop, but on Saturday they will not be shopping in your shop. And so
yes, and this is the Doodoo O song. This is it here.
Right there.
This is it here.
There you go.
And it's already infused with your palm oil, coconut oil, your shea butter. It has honey, lime juice. So it already have the softness in it.
That's why you can feel it on your skin.
But it's full body soap.
Full body soap. There you have it.
Full body. Yeah, you can wash your hair, everything with it. Yes. So this is it.
Well, listen, in the time that we have left, which is about a minute, let's go ahead and make your final appeal. But let me thank you for coming to join us. I'm so excited that you're going to be joining us for the 4th hour of the show, and you'll continue to talk about fashion, food, fun, and finance as well. What is it that you would like to say in the few seconds we have left? Oh, actually,
we definitely want you to get your free tickets for the Sankofa Cultural Market this Saturday. Free tickets on Eventbrite. Come on out. If you don't get your tickets, please still come out and support our Black-owned businesses. These vendors, they work very hard, and they're continuing to work hard to stay in business. A lot of them were able to walk away from their corporate jobs, and they're really testing the water to see if they'll be supported by our local community as well as websites. So definitely come on out. Bring your wallets with you. If you can't buy from all the vendors like me and Cheryl do, buy from a couple of them because we really try. Yeah, so definitely come out and get the tickets, support the vendors. We'll have about 40 vendors that'll be out this weekend for the spring festival. So this is our spring Sankofa festival. Our next event will be Juneteenth. The flyer is not out yet, but it'll be Juneteenth. It'll definitely be Juneteenth event, but come out and support these vendors. A lot of them are driving from as far as, like I said, Vero Beach, Jacksonville, Gainesville. They're coming from Ocala. There are local vendors. A lot of them, they're just starting out and they really want the support of our culture. Only you can do that. So come out, support.
So come out, bring your family, bring a friend. Please go online to Eventbrite. That's important. It helps an organizer have an idea of who are the people that are committed to coming, and as well those that just come. Many people will just see all of the cars, and as you're driving around Comanche trying to figure out what's going on, and you can hear the noise and the music. And so the excitement alone will bring you right into the neighborhood. And so for that, I'm super excited about Saturday and all that's going on. Shout out to Candy Lowe and the Black Business Bus Tour. Shout out to the NAACP. They have a new home on 40th Street. And you know what? You can check them all out. You can go to the opening house of NAACP. If you don't have your ticket for the Black Business Bus Tour, you won't be able to just jump on the bus. However, you'll be able to share with those vendors afterwards. And then your event is from what time to what time, Regina?
From 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. So come out.
11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And if you stay there as long as I did, you'll end up purchasing dinner so that you can take it straight home.
Yes. Yes.
I am super, super excited for what's about to come down the pipeline on Saturday, and so appreciative of the energy that you pour into helping so many businesses. And after Sankofa is over, then I am personally going to invite you to come on the Rebirth campus and see this amazing African shop. And as well, I think you have two more business owners that are part of the campus park.
Yes. We have Phase Central and Yoli the brand.
Congratulations. Yes. So we're excited. Again, if you're looking at this video, please share it. Please share it and like the video on our Facebook page so that we can continue to support these 40 plus small businesses that will be coming to the Sankofa Cultural Spring Festival pop-up market.
Yes.
I promise you, your money will go a long way. And the stuff is not expensive.
It's not, but it's something that it's amazing things that they
You
have.
can shop with a number. I don't shop like Regina, but you can shop with a number of vendors and still have some change.
Yes. Yes. And eat good and eat good.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're going to eat good. So I hope you're going
Yes.
to be able to work out next week and pay for all of that. The food is delicious.
Yes.
Now, I'm excited about supporting the youth, and that the youthpreneurs are going to be there, and that you've added that important piece to train up and raise up the next generation. So please come out on Saturday. Thank you for being a part of our show today. Thank you to all of our In Touch Facebook listeners, our YouTubers. Today's show is a wrap.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you Saturday.
Bye-bye.